Hey guys, welcome back. I'm the Jammer. This is my middle Mischief. This is where I'm rediscovering guitar-based hardcore rock and roll, man. I just felt like being super silly right there. Don't worry about it. I was made aware that SABATON just released a new song just a little bit ago. I didn't look to see if it was a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but September 30. Oh, so yeah, it was just a couple of days ago. So I'm very happy to bring you this song as fast as possible. This is a super special edition that I'm putting outside of the schedule just for you guys because I love SABATON. I know you guys are dear fans of SABATON too. So we're going to jump in just a minute, but then, oh, why is that? There it is. Sorry, little technical difficulty there. Go in the description, check out the links there. Join the Patreon at patreon.com/supermacho Jedi Knight. And we have begun the push to 666 subscribers. So hook a brother up. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Are we ready to rock? Let's friggin' do it. Oh, that ain't it. Sorry, guys. I'm not doing very well today, am I? Oh, I already like the chorus. You guys know I love a choral in the background, man. You know it. Looks like World War One.
Long ago in Eastern Prussia,
Prussia!
great ambitions rise. So who can tell me, who can say for sure which one will win the Nobel Prize? It was a golden age for science. The Kaiserreich would hold the key. And as the conflict came and tensions rose, the manifest of the 93.
Okay, I'm going to look that up in a bit. I don't know. I know the Kaiserreich and a bunch of other stuff. I know the era. I'm not a scholar, but I am an amateur World War I historian. But I don't recognize the phrase "manifest of the 93." So I'll be looking that up. Oh my god, I love the backing vocals. They're amazing.
Perversions of ideals of science, lost words of alienated wife.
Really?
In the trenches of the Western Front, unknowing soldiers pay the price. And on the battlefield, the dying, and on the fields, the crops are grown. So who can tell us what is right or wrong? That's all morality alone.
Well, morality is not as unclear as it would seem even in science. Greater good, killing is not strictly a greater good unless it's very specifically to prevent further deaths. So, making weapons, you don't need to make a horrifying weapon like mustard gas to make a weapon that'll end a war, So it was, my feeling is that it was pretty damned immoral to make mustard gas. Phosgene gas, chlorine gas. Very nice. So I don't think this is mustard gas. I think this is chlorine because the green mist was not. Mustard was yellow, I think. Phosgene might have been yellow. Those are the details that slip when you read it many years ago. Oh, that's a really different solo for these guys.
What's coming next from your inventions?
Well, luckily nothing, because once the Great War was over, the various war conventions banned all use of chemical weapons, and except for non-signees of the conventions, they pretty much have not been used since. So good on world governments for once.
Creation has been repeated over no man's land, a poisonous nightmare, a deadly mist of the battlefield, father of toxic gas and chemical warfare. His dark creation has been repeated over no man's land, a poisonous nightmare, a deadly mist of the battlefield.
I'm really liking this song a lot. It seems oddly cut, though. There's some transitions that are a little too harsh, and they kind of mess the flow for me. But I love it just the same. All right, that was a pretty great song. It was filled with a grim dread that kind of put a somber mood on my day. And that's just as well, because chemical warfare is not something to joke or be energetic or happy about. I know, because when I was in the Army, they had very little for me to do on my last duty station because I had so little time left in. And they sent me to Fort Eustis to learn NBC protection, nuclear, biological, chemical. So I was the, excuse me, I was the junior NBC NCO. I cleaned the masks. I made all the preparations. I taught all the other soldiers how to survive attacks. So, yeah, this is an absolutely horrifying thing. We saw the photos of the results of phosgene and chlorine and mustard gas and sarin gas. I saw all of this stuff, not firsthand, but in training. So I got a decent idea of just how horrifying this was. So it's good that this was a slow, plodding, dreadful tone of a song. I will give it 5 Ronnies for being as, as dreadful as it was. As in filling you with dread, not poor. I mean, I know in certain countries, in certain dialects, dreadful means poor. It's not poor, it's phenomenal. But there we go. Keep rocking, bitches.